All right, Kevin here again with Bent Rod Garage. The least I can do is at least give a little update from my last video. I have been sick a couple days, so I haven't really gotten to do much. But this is also just a little bit of a disappointment video. Kind of the trials and tribulations of some of the things that you can go through when you are working on an older automobile, trying to make things work. Doesn't always happen the way you want it to go, and can become a little bit of a wreck. So let me show you what I mean. Okay. First off, I did get both these put together. They're still loose because obviously when I go back on the car, they have to be adjusted. But I've got this bushing finally pushed in. I swear it would need a little bit more, but it's coming through. The rubber's coming through on the other side, which is what it needs to be. I think that could work out some, but my disappointment comes with this one here. It was also supposed to be coming through on the back side, which helps cushion the part that gets squeezed on here. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this. It looks like it's seated all the way in. To me, when I'm looking at this, it's really squared off in here. Doesn't look like it got pushed through all the way. I don't know really what to do here. So I'm kind of beside myself. I'm going to fidget with a little bit. I'll probably end up putting this together, but not using this, end up getting something different. But I want to get this front end together so both the front wheels steer together, so that I can move the car around a little bit easier once I get it back on the ground, getting it in and out of the garage. So for now, I'm just gonna have to let this sit. I mean, buying the part, paying to have this done because I don't have a press, and this is the end product that I end up with. Just not happy. So this does come as a full unit. It'll come with this as well as another part attached to it. Actually, the other part gets attached here on this. It's like 60 bucks, and I spent probably about 40 doing this. So $10 more, I could have all brand new components. What are you gonna do? I mean, you don't expect it, and that's what happens. Trying to save that a little bit of money, that's $20, would get me something else that I need for my steering. So I'm just gonna have to go with it. In the meantime, I'm going to play around with that a little bit. I'm going to get back on the transmission tunnel on the inside of the car, get that galvanized, kind of laid out a little bit better and shaped some, so that I can start getting that riveted to the ground. So that's going to be the next few steps that I make happen, and we'll progress from there. So stay tuned. We'll keep it going. So as I was saying, here's the problem I'm going to end up with. Right here, I knew that was going to happen. That's what I was trying to watch for. But as this goes in, it's pulling the inner part of that bushing in. It's no longer sticking out. And that rubber is not out far enough to create a cushion on this piece. So I'm going to be rubbing metal on metal here, which is not how it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be a little bit of a rubber bushing in between these two parts to create a cushion. So that's no good. And I don't know how I'm going to get that rubber down that far. I just can't. So I'm stuck buying this whole unit now, because I'm not going to try again with the bushing. It's just throwing money in the wind. I can get this whole unit for $68, I believe. So that's going to be the route I have to take. So I'll tighten it down and show you. Okay, now with that completely tightened down, you can see here that that's just snug up on this piece. Those two pieces are butted up together, which gives no rotational ability for this piece, which is not good. It's not the way it's supposed to be. So I'm just kind of stuck at that right now. Like I said, I'll probably go ahead and assemble it to get it all in the car, just to get that front end together until I get the replacement part for this. I wasn't ready for that expense. Disappointed, waste of time. It's just how it is, unfortunately. And these roadblocks are going to come up. So we'll work past it. Okay, so I got my connecting rods in, tied in right there, tied in right there, idler arm in, center link in, the other connecting rod in. Now, it's all loose fit. I don't have it all snug down because of still possibly replacing this part over here. But just show here. Working. All I did right here, excuse me, up here, I stuck another piece of rubber in here in the meantime, just to keep that from rubbing metal on metal, so that it would give me the ability to move this around in the time being until I get this addressed and fixed the way that it needs to be. So that's what's going on with that. But that all the way attached, all the way across, and can actually, oh God bless, I say that can't actually, but there we go. Moves the steering linkage across both wheels. If you want to see both of them, let me come stand over here. And I'm sure that if I give this the kick, yep, there you go. Just like that. So, well, it's nice. So that's that. You know, it's going to need alignment and all that stuff, but again, that's all way in the future. So I just want to get that kind of put together, got the parts, and we'll address it once it's time. I think for my next adventure, if I've got some time this evening, will be to get in here and take that piece of galvanized right there and start working on that floor right there, getting that thing patched up. But I need to draw some lines on here, get it cut to where it'll fit on here the way I want it to fit on here. Then we'll rivet it down, seam seal it, make sure that it's strong enough to hold the way that I want it to hold, which I mean it should be. Also pick up the worst part. Takes me forever. Pick up after myself from the last project, because I get in here working, I get sidetracked going and taking care of something else, and don't get back in here, and tools get left. No fun. But I think that's going to be next real quick. All right. Well, it's the end of the day right now. I am going to try to get back in here as soon as possible, but I have accomplished another day of something that I said I would do, and that is at least getting the steering situated and those parts together. I didn't get back in on the floorboard, which I do want to do. It's just gotten a little late today, so hopefully tomorrow I can get back on that, get some of that tackled. But what this does allow me to do is to get back on the almighty checklist. Okay? Now, it does have another one marked, but we're going to add to it because I have been doing this. Here we go. Right? Okay. Yep, here we are. Work on car. Okay. Just got to keep going. It's a long list. Just got to keep at it. We'll get down there. Don't know that list will be done before the car. Probably will. And I'll have to make a new one. But you know, we'll just keep going, keep tackling, keep knocking it out, and you know, until the car is done and finished, got to keep on them projects. Till next time, this is Kevin, Penrod Garage. Like, subscribe, comment below. Anything you like, anything you don't like, let me know what's going on. What are you working on? I'd really like to know. You know, maybe you've got that project that you are now inspired to get on and get working and make progress on. Let me know. So type it in the comments. I'd really like to see it. We'll talk to you later.